From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight is the Extreme Forces Racing League, the Falcon Graphics Gen 6 Cup Series. In the broadcast booth with me, after a week off and a fun week off, it's Ryan Fry. Ryan, how you doing, pal?
What's up? How you doing? Yeah, it was fun. I just got back from Martinsville from yesterday.
Yeah, it looked like you, Grayson, and your wonderful wife had a great time. What'd you write on the start-finish line? Because I couldn't really read it.
3 for Dale.
It looks like they are very crowd happy there. But you want to know what else is really crowd happy? The Extreme Forces Racing League, their drivers, they come talk to us a lot. We were just down in one of the Discord channels with your team or our team, Rocky Faith Motorsports, and a couple of the drivers just talking about the race tonight as everybody's watching qualify.
Happy race yesterday, but to be there and watch all the battles and listen to the spotters all day long with the scanner,
Thank you, J.R. Bishop, for the follow on Facebook. Appreciate you very much.
We plan on making at least two to three more trips this year: Richmond, Bristol, We're hitting the short tracks this year. I've already figured it out. Richmond, Bristol, and then back to Martinsville. But now it's not off to that little short track. We're here 1.5 miles of Charlotte.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be interesting tonight with the temperatures. I mean, track temp is 83 and it's clearance to 79, but as the sun goes down, it's gonna get cooler. It'll hopefully add more grip and the cars will get tighter. It'll be interesting to see what line works the best throughout the race. I know I've heard rumors that the high line is the way to go, and I've also seen people be bottom feeders during the rapids, so it should get interesting.
Yeah, the high line does work later on in the run. You get a nice run coming out of 2 and 4 with it. But I think as the race starts and the runs start after cautions, that bottom's where you're going to want to go. Mick, I'm pretty sure that's you. $5 off your first car from Falcon Graphics if you mention All-Star 15 TV on the, I guess, mention the All-Star 15 TV broadcast. All right, so get that.
I don't know about you, AJ, but this booth, it feels a little light. Let's reach out here. I know TJ's around here somewhere. So let's figure out where he's at tonight. Hold on 1 second. I got him right here. Hold on.
All right,
TJ Barnier. It's Ryan Fry in the booth. You got a copy?
What's happening, boss?
It's so much fun to do it if you're worse than normal. Where are you at tonight? Because the booth is really empty.
Well, I currently find myself behind the wheel of a 71 race car. Waiting to start racing at Charlotte Motor Speedway in a certain league that happens to be racing.
So you're making your final regular season start of the year?
Yep.
Of your part-time.
Everybody's going to be driving, like, they need to win the race in turn 1. And there's a reason I didn't post a qualifying time. Let's say that.
Yeah, I got a feeling patience is going to be virtue tonight because of how long this race is. But I have a strong feeling that patience is going to wear thin very, very quickly among that group at the cut line. But it's the last race of the regular season. We're moving to the playoffs next week, and then now the time begins where silly season starts to kick in, and I've heard rumors of some interesting things coming in the weeks to follow. So that shall be interesting to see how that plays out.
I definitely have heard some rumors myself, so I'm real curious on things.
Hey, Ryan.
AJ finally getting out of the booth and getting into a race car.
Yeah, tomorrow I got a Gen 4 league, and Wednesday with EFRL I'll be joining the rest of their next gen Cup series.
Long as he gets his race time in now and can still broadcast on Mondays.
But let's run through the field. Just waiting for a couple more drivers to queue up so we could really run through the field. But TJ, good luck, pal. Are we sending you back down to your wonderful teammate Josh Yandow?
Yes, please.
All right.
Where did he qualify?
Good question. He qualified in the 12th position.
Cool.
All right. 18 cars.
Good luck, T.
Hopefully not talking to you soon.
You're right. All right, let's run through the running order, starting with your pole sitter, Josh Fox. Second place, starting position, Tyler Aspinall. Brady Floyd going to start third. Fourth, Dylan Dunford. Fifth, Devin Smith. Kyle Lingerfeld making his return, going to start in the 6th position. Devin Smith in the 7th position. Nope, Devin Smith in 5th, Lingerfeld in 6th, Hughes going to be in the 7th position, 8th to Justin Hughes, Dominic Hughes in 9th, 10th, William George me see everybody else on the left-hand part of your screen. Ryan, before we get going, we have a half a lap. Who you picking?
I picked him last week. I'm gonna pick him again this week. I'm gonna play a DJ, and that's that guy you can't talk about. So we'll just leave it at that.
Oh boy. Well, pace car is about to dive onto pit road, looking for some safety, and we are about to go green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the home of NASCAR 125, and we are green. They go flying off of the turn one
Green flag and a white flag? That was kind of weird.
Nope, no, I did not. Nick Olofsson is asking you, Fry, if you can. Oh, they're wrecking! They're wrecking!
Oh my! And Josh is in it.
And that car is destroyed.
Not what we needed as a team tonight.
This is all the way back from TJ, even though they're already wrecking. Gonna go back a couple times. And there they go. Josh hard to the inside wall. TJ slowing up. And then he brakes too hard and spins himself to the outside wall. It's the 96 of William George.
I think TJ will be fine with a few pit stops.
Oh God, it's the 03. Gets really loose. The 03 of Justin Hughes gets really loose coming out of turn 4. You're gonna see it here. Gets into the 96 into the 58, flips Josh Yandow, and they all go flying here. That is 100% going to leave a mark. And a lot of drivers looking to get into the playoffs. Now having to deal with cleaning up their car and staying on the lead lap. But that number 30, North Star, is kind of screwed up, if I can phrase that nicely.
Oh, it's time to dig a ditch and bury that car.
Josh Yandow doing almost 60 laps in practice. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. It was. I kind of expected it, but I didn't think that they would have pushed it as that far as to get loose on the opening lap.
Yeah.
I thought everybody would kind of tippy-toe for the first.
Well, cold tires are a thing, and cold tires are no fun.
Yeah, and here, I mean, I ran laps here earlier this week, and it was like, this place is kind of loose at the beginning of your run off of 2.
Oh, we just got going here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the home of NASCAR 125. Early wreck on the backstretch. Takes out Brennan Dunford. Not takes out, but involved in the incident. Dunford, Ryan Rose, TJ Floyd, Joshua Yandow, William George, Travis Lepanis, along with the 03 of Justin Hughes, TJ Barnier in that as well. A lot of drivers with a little bit of damage or a lot of bit of damage. But it looks like Yandow is back on the racetrack, just 2 laps down. For everybody watching at home, hit that like button, subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, share it out, hit the like button. You'll get a nice Stone Cold Steve Austin beer bash. If your favorite driver has a blue number They are locked into the EFRL playoffs starting next week. If they have a yellow number, they're in the playoffs, but not locked in. And if they're red, they're on the outside looking in. Ryan, I know that means absolutely nothing to you.
This is true.
Pace car's about to take the left-hander turn back onto pit road. And here we go. Green flag number 2 of the night. And Josh Fox with a great one.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to wait to see if these guys are going to give each other room. I feel like they're going to after that.
I think they have to.
Big one. Yeah.
There are no fast repairs here in the Extreme Forces Racing League. So if you wreck the car, boom, boom, done. Car done.
The 20, Brady Floyd makes a run on the high side to get around Josh Fox. That pack of 4 cars too wide. It's pretty tight there from fourth on back. There's like ass in the wall, looks underneath in the 90. Clears out in front.
As we see a good chunk of drivers using that outside. I wonder if that's a tire strategy there. I know later on they're going to be running up there, but looks like to protect your position, you want to run that high side.
Yeah, and when we ran practice a little bit this week, we were running different lines, and if you stayed above the seal line in both corners, you save tires more than if you went under it.
Yeah. As we are side by side for 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 5th.
Oh, and the 60 got kind of loose coming off the quarter. You kind of pinch yourself down off the floor, otherwise you're gonna smack the outside wall. And he had a little bit too much left turn into the wheel and almost side slapped.
Oh, here goes Aspinall. Did the elevator, but caution back out. Daniel Park in the 03. Or the 09, I'm sorry. I see it happen here. Oh god, the 18 and the 2. Now, Fry, those are 2 drivers that need good finishes tonight. Both the 09 and the 2 are just 10 and 8 above the cut line over Donnie Bartlett.
They're saying it was net code.
We can go back and take a look at that because it 100% looked very weird. Here it is. See the 18 to the inside. Oh yeah, Larson Parker. It looked like they were coming together, but it looked like they didn't touch, but somehow got together. A very weird.
Yeah, and that's one of the downfalls of simulator racing, so to speak, with no fast repairs.
Mm-hmm.
Things kind of happened, and unfortunately for the 2 and the 09, their days are probably done, and they're gonna have to try to blimp around here so they can get their points.
Yeah,
the 2.
They need to get as many points as possible.
The 2 is not happy with the 18, thinking the 18 did it on purpose before it was called for net coding, and basically said, well, it's great that netcode just ended my playoff run.
Well, you don't necessarily know that. Some drivers need to have a really good night still. Donnie Bartlett, one of those drivers having a really good night, just 10 laps in. He's up 17 positions, started in the 25th position, currently in the 8th slot right now. As you're looking at Josh Yandow, which by attrition early on, he got into that first wreck, still on the racetrack with a lot of that damage. He will pass, most likely, Matt Morneau and maybe Daniel Park later on.
Yeah, Josh is gonna finish. It's the way he is. He's gonna make sure he gets as many spots as he can. But I mean, to what the two said, I understand that to a point, but also there was probably other parts in this season where if you would have made the right choice or a different choice, you might have gotten yourself not in a situation where you would have enough points to be above the cut line.
Oh yeah, 100%. As we're still pacing around, Brady Floyd, Dominic Hughes, Tyler Aspinall, your top three just 12 laps into this race.
Well, TJ's been on the mark. He's believed it was going to be less than 5 laps before the first caution, and we've had 2 before 10 laps, so...
Yeah, he also said he wouldn't be surprised if we see cautions every other, 5 laps. Which, so far, I hate to say it, he ain't been wrong.
No. As he's riding along in the 10th position at the moment.
Matt Cochran up there in the 5th position. Some of our biggest moving drivers right now. Matt Cochran up 11, Donnie Bartlett up 17, Mick Olofsson up 18, TJ Barnier up 14, and then Bobby Green started shotgun on the field. He's up 12.
And back to what I was saying about get yourself in a better situation. I understand things happen, but look at Matt Cochran. How much bad luck did he have at beginning of races and put it together and come out with a strong finish that's gotten himself locked into the playoffs?
Absolutely. Maybe not in contention for a win every week, but after that early on, issue that he was having with not finishing the race, he's put together top 5, top 10, runs for the last, month and a half?
At least.
But lights are off on the iRacing safety car. Thank you to everybody watching on YouTube and Facebook. Hit that like button, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. Subscribe if you're on YouTube, and follow the channel if you're on Facebook. Just throw the whole kitchen sink at it, why don't you? Well, let's see what Brady Floyd can do from the point here. He's got Dominic Hughes on his outside. There goes the pace car. And away we go. Dude, it looks like somebody clipped the wall just off the start.
The front 2 gap the first 4 pack of cars going down the backstretch.
John Bartlett. I knew that was coming. Thanks for liking the stream. And you got Dominic Hughes, who needs a hell of a run tonight, and some drivers that would have that yellow number to have some bad luck. But he's up in second. You got Frank Hughes, to his inside. It's looking good so far if you're Brady Floyd, though. P1.
Still a long way to go.
Oh, yeah. Over 100 laps still. Gonna drop back here because it looks like Matt Cochran, Tyler Aspinall having this good little battle early on. I think league owner's about to pop up here in a second.
61's looking to the inside to take the lead. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that saw that.
And there's single file, your top 5. Still Aspinall battling with Dylan Dunford. Multi-grooved racetrack showing us some really good racing early on.
Then we funnel back here to TJ running 14th. He kind of let people go by him on that restart. Not very good at the restarts from what I can see.
Yeah, it's just feeling out the car.
Just kind of playing along, riding around. I know he said in practice he was scared of that outside wall, so I don't think we'll see him up there hugging it like everybody else will be by the end of the night. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's afraid of that outside wall. But, you know, he's falling back, like you were saying. Started 10th, back up to 13th. It's all how you get through the gears and how hard you stomp on it. Because if you stomp on it too hard, you might be looping.
We got a little bit of contact there between the 21 of Donnie Bartlett and Ryan Rose, I believe.
Yep, Ryan Rose in the 58. Newcomer Ryan Rose.
Got some rear bumper damage. I don't know if it was from that contact with Bartlett or from the first wreck.
Well, there they are on the backstretch, still side by side as they throw it into turn 3, sorry. Yeah, they were asking if you were drinking. You're not drinking. I'm not drinking. Apparently, it's just been a long Monday. Here goes the pass on the 19.
That 19 does not have a bumper cover.
No, it does not. It's also got some right front damage. But there goes Kyle Lingerfelt now enjoying that top 10.
Yeah, it's almost like this 7th on back is racing their own race as the front 6 has clearly broken away from them.
Yeah, they have checked out by almost 3 seconds from 7th to 1st. Michael Steele getting put a lap down here. Ooh! As Dominic gets squirrely out of 2. You saw that right on your screen. Fry, the way they're running, and TJ's in the wall in 3.
I'm not shocked.
How bad is that right side? Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. The tire looks a little kicked out, though. Ryan, doesn't it look like they're like restrictor plate racing a little bit with how close up and how they're using the draft and everything?
Yeah, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, these 1.5-mile tracks, with these Gen 6 cars are almost like you have to draft, or you're just stuck in a draft is more like it.
Yeah, and you really got to watch out for that dirty air.
Yeah, and it'll be amazing that, like, that front 6, they broke away because they got single file. Everybody else was racing too wide, but you'll see, like, once that pack gets single file, they'll catch right back up to the front pack again. like
great
to.
side-by-side battle between the 19 and 95. Dunford in the 19 and Devin Smith in the 95. They've been side-by-side for a good 2 or 3 laps now. You know, they need to figure this out or they're going to continue to lose 7th place Matt Cochran.
As we see Mr. Name who you shall not name, he's the first one I see up there on that high seam on 3 and 4, starting to play towards the wall, looking for whatever he can get.
Fryer, are you live? Because you were saying that we were on 1 and 2.
Yeah, I am now, but still he was. He's still he's still on that high side. He's the highest one in the corners, looking for any grip he can.
Uh-oh, Joshua Yandow on pit road. I wonder if that damage possibly caused him to maybe overheat.
It definitely shouldn't. He has no nose.
Yeah, but if there's radiator damage. Well, early on, almost 30 laps in. Let's run through your top 10. Brady Floyd is currently in P1. P2 right now, Tyler Aspinall. 3rd place, Dylan Dunford. 4th, right behind them, it's Frank Hughes. Kyle Lingerfeld in the 5th position. In 6th, it's Dominic Hughes. Matt Cochran in 7th. 8th, it's Devin Smith. 9th, it's Brandon Dunford. And newcomer Ryan Rose in 10th. Any surprises for you early on in this race run?
Just the cautions. The cautions are the biggest surprise. Thinking, you know, it's the final race of the regular season. Are we going to see kind of some clean racing and patience for as long as this race is? And the answer was no. We didn't. We saw it right off the bat. Was it the first lap?
Yep. First lap right out of turn 2. Knocked out about 6 cars.
And
we're 3 wide on the backstretch.
Some very valuable, or I guess valuable cars would be the way to use it. The ones fighting for that final playoff spot. So it's been interesting. I got a feeling it'll slow up now and pace itself pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody right now, to their respect, has not spread out, but it's not like cars completely on top of each other, like all 20 of them. But still got this battle of Matt Cochran going to lose a position to Devin Smith. That 95 is moving. So come chat with us, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. It'll pop up in my little sidebar here. Come chat with us. Who you rooting for, everybody? As we are 33 laps in, your race leader, Brady Floyd, has pretty much dominated this race so far, but he's had comers and goers all the way up to 2nd place. Let's see how long Tyler Aspinall can hold it there.
Fuel window was about 35 to 37 laps, so I would say we're probably closer to 39 or 40.
Yes.
Probably on pit stops due to the 2 cautions.
That would make... so they would pit around 40, so then you'd see him right around 75. Ooh, that would make it really close.
Yeah, I would say at some point somebody's got a short pit and TJ's in the wall again. Let's keep that counter going tonight. That's at least 2 times we're paying attention. He's smacked the wall in 3.
He probably hears his name and was like, what, me? Dakota Brandon on YouTube says, let's go DEI. As you're still looking at this front pack, Tyler Aspinall, I thought he was going to be able to get the lead a lap ago, but not making the pass out of turn 2, has fallen back and now has to worry about Dylan Dunford and Kyle Lingerfeld. Gonna jump back a little bit further to the 9th position with Dominic Hughes leading this pack as here goes Josh Fox. Josh Fox is one of the drivers that pit on. Will it tell me? He pit on the second caution.
How many do we know? How many do we know pitted on that caution?
Well, the caution on lap 9, you had Lingerfeld on lap 10 that pit, Josh Fox pit on lap 10, Ryan Rose pit on lap 2, Jesse Adams on 10, Brandon Dunford on 2, and TJ on 2. So the majority of the field stayed out. The only person within your top 5 was Kyle Lingerfeld, and he's just put himself one step closer trying to battle for third here. But he's the only one that pit, and he pit on lap 10.
So he can go to lap 45 at least.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna want to pit with everybody because he's gonna lose a lot of time staying out, almost 2 seconds. The 19 of Brandon Dunford and Donnie Bartlett. That was a battle brewing, but it looks like the 19 just happens to pull
So
away
either way,
and get
I
going.
mean, my math may be really off, and I'm not Larry Mack to be correct. But if it's 35 laps for a fuel run, and at the rate we're going, one of these runs is going to have to be a short pit.
Yes. Going to have to be, but we still see no cars on pit road, Fry.
I could have been off on how much they saved. It could be 42.
Potato, potato.
And there's the first call for pit road, and you're looking right at him.
Donnie Bartlett?
Yes.
There he comes, right down pit road. It should start a chain of everybody coming down.
And there's a lot of them coming.
Here comes the 20 with Aspinall, Dunford, Hughes. Lingerfeld's going to take the lead. Devin Smith is also going to stay out. Josh Fox, Matt Cochran all staying out. But that's got to force their hand, Fry. They need to come down now or they're going to be losing almost 2 seconds a lap to cars with fresh tires.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that Lingerfeld is probably going to be the last one to pit.
Well, let's see what kind of lap time he puts down. Right now, he's still put down a 2 second slower lap time.
And Josh Smith is coming to pit road.
You mean Devin Smith?
Or Devin Smith, sorry, I'm looking at you. I had them both, I had the 95 and the 90 are right together, and I was like, both of them.
Make one really good race car driver, as he is now on pit road. Josh Fox staying out, Matt Cochran staying out.
And the four's coming this time.
There he is. He's showing the inside. Oh, God. What happened to William George? And we're still green with this. Does he just loop it coming out of pit? He does. But he keeps it off the racetrack. And that saves us from going under the yellow.
Well, Oh my god. The bottom of this racetrack, as everybody knows, is super bumpy, and if all you gotta do is gas up at the wrong time, start bouncing, and around you'll go. As the 92 gets his lap back from the 90.
Well, Lingerfelt's still your leader.
Okay, I see that now. He'll still get his lap back.
He will. Well, for any hockey fans out there, the Hurricanes have beaten the Islanders. The Bruins are 6 minutes away from beating the Florida Panthers. Right now, that score is 3-1 with 6 minutes left in the third. The Minnesota Wild and the Dallas Stars, 8 minutes remaining in the first, still 0-0. 8 minutes remaining in the first, still 0-0. Ryan, your Red Sox lost, so.
And Tyler, running down the backstretch, the lap car of, I believe it's 38? Yes, 38 of Matt Morneau, who's a lap down as well, held him
No,
up.
he's not. He is not a lap down. Matt Morneau is on the lead lap.
My stuff keeps bouncing back and forth.
It'll do that.
No, I have him live as a lap down in 7th.
Nope. Oh, yes. Shoot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh.
Well, I need it to be clicked on the race leader for it to show up a lap down or not.
Well,
I was
get
not
on it,
clicked on the
Slappy.
race leader.
You're the one with the fancy machines, not me.
Well, just because I have a fancy machine doesn't mean I am fancy enough to run said machine.
Hey, you can have a fancy machine, but a dumbass operator, and nothing will ever get done, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was getting towards. Brian, you can read my mind.
Well, I mean, when it's really just a color inside the line book, it's kind of easy to read.
I thought you were going to tell me it was the chimpanzee with the two symbols. Ching, ching, ching.
No, sometimes that's too complicated for you.
Excuse me, while I choke on air now. The 65 is still out there, and we're on lap 50. He's got to come in within the next lap or two. Because right now, he is going to be hurting, possibly almost half a lap down from the leaders, if not more. Josh Fox is not that far away from him, so he's probably going to go a lap down. Never mind. I lied.
I was wondering.
The one he's got to worry about is Brady Floyd. Sorry, Josh Fox and Jesse Adams, all three of them, last pit on lap 10. And are they all on the same team?
I believe they are, because Jesse Adams just called for pit road.
Well, there he is, entering pit road, Jesse Adams.
And I'm going to say that their theme is patriotic, and here comes Kyle Lingerfeld coming this time.
As Devin Smith in the 95 goes to the outside to get his lap back. Let's see where this 65 is going to end up.
Oh, Kyle had to lock him up hard before hitting the line on pit road. That is going to slow him up even more.
Well, here comes Brady Floyd. Turn 4. And there he goes past both Josh Fox and Kyle Lingerfeldt as they're still on pit road. How far back are they going to go? Well, Lingerfeldt just left his box. And now Josh Fox just left his box. They have fallen pretty far. And they are just about a half a lap in front of Brady Floyd, who's the leader. But they are on 11 lap fresher tires.
Fresher. Who's on fresher tires?
Lingerfeld and Fox. Better by 11 laps to our top 5. Which right now it's Brady Floyd, Frank Hughes, Dylan Dunford, Tyler Aspinall, and then Devin Smith. About 4 seconds back from them in 5th. Everybody, we will be right back. Taking a quick break. Gonna go side by side.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, everybody, we are back. 56 laps in. And we are moving quite along after our first 2 incidents to start the race. Back-to-back cautions. We've been green ever since. Knock on wood, we stay that way. Right now, Brady Floyd, Aspinall, Dylan Dunford, Frank Hughes, Devin Smith, top 5, Dominic Hughes, Ryan Rose, Matt Cochran, Brandon Dunford, and Justin Hughes rounding out your top 10. Those numbers you see on the corner of your screen through the pylon, if it is blue, they are locked in. If it's yellow, they are in but not locked in. And if it's red, they're on the outside looking in, still with a chance to qualify for the playoffs that start next week at Talladega. But Floyd putting down hot lap after hot lap after hot lap. Gonna go a little bit further. Looks like Dunford and Hughes are getting close together along with Tyler Aspinall. That's gonna be a nice battle if it can keep going the way it is. What's going on? Brad Stefane, how are you? How's it been? Looking for more battles. Going to go outside the top 10. Justin Hughes, Donnie Bartlett getting close. Donnie needs to have a good run tonight. You know, he's in, but can use some insurance with a really good run tonight. And a driver that is doing that is currently in 6th place. That's Dominic Hughes, having an excellent run. I know he's in the outside looking in right now. You know, he is sitting before the race in the 20th position, just about 47 points out. He needs a lot of drivers to have a lot of issues tonight, but he's doing what he has to make it tonight. Maybe an extra position or 2 would help, but TJ Floyd not having a great night. Bobby Green having an okay night. So 100% very possible, but he's gonna need some help. We're gonna drop back just a little bit further. It looks like Matt Cochran and Ryan Rose were about to go side by side, but they saw the lap car of Daniel Park. Decided to wait on that battle as Rose has a really good run out of turn 4. Look into that inside. Ryan Fry will be back in just a little bit. Checking on that. Oh, you are back. So what's the morale like in the Rocky Faith Motorsports Discord right now?
I'll plead the 5th.
Ooh.
Josh's car is pretty damaged. He is back out on the track. Just hoping that other ones fall off. As Brady Floyd's in the wall, he kind of followed.
Aspinall gets around him.
He followed Aspinall and just went right to the wall.
Well, here's the pass.
TJ's doing his normal. He no damage, although he smacked the wall 3 times. For him, there's no real change in grip wise as it's gotten colder, or as it's gotten darker, I should say, because the temperature hasn't changed.
Yep.
But they're just muscling it around.
Yeah.
TJ said the gap's too far right now, and he needs one of his chaos or mayhem things to happen.
Frank Hughes now looking to the inside of Brady Floyd. Floyd has been dropping off since the last couple laps when Aspinall got around him. He has gone from first, about to lose third, but with a good turn 4 was able to pull away from Frank Hughes as Frank is regrouping and getting ready to attack again as they're trying to get by Mick Olofsson in the 75. What's going on, Tyler Hilton? How are you doing, my friend?
Brady Floyd's got some rear bumper damage from when he did smack the wall.
Gonna drop back to the 11th position. 19 of Brandon Dunford getting passed by Josh Fox. Set up perfectly with the run off of turn number 2. Here it is. They're 3 wide with the 0-3 of Justin Hughes. Here comes out of turn 2 with a great run from the 90.
It's amazing. It's amazing to watch the tire. Like, you can just tell when the tire fall off is starting to affect these guys, how much lifting they are doing and letting it ride up to the wall to get back on it.
Well, it's what they have to do. As the tires get older, they have to move around the racetrack to still be able to put throttle down. You know.
And I don't know what these 2 lap cars are doing, but Tyler asked them to drop to the bottom, and they decided to be single file. That allows Brady Floyd's looking to the inside, and in the grass, trying to get around the 30 in the other lap car, the 5 of Michael Steele.
I don't think the pass in the grass was here, but what a move by Brady Floyd. But that's going to put him in trouble going into the turn. And now you see the 95 of Devin Smith going to his inside. Now they just had to get by the 5 of Michael Steele and the 30 of Joshua Yandow. Moving roadblocks would be the correct turn for what you just saw. Man, I've heard that a couple times. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Mr. Sean Irving. If you know, you know, which a lot of you definitely do not know. See,
Brady Floyd just seems to be really loose.
Well, that's what's going to happen. I think he chewed up those Goodyear Eagles trying to get away from everybody. And literally the field behind them was like, go. We'll catch back up to you in about 20 laps. And 20 laps later, they've caught back up.
We got a battle for the lead as Dunford starting to take that look towards Aspinall.
Michael Steele gets loose out of turn 4. Literally going to cut the grass. But back to that lead. Dunford closing in. Great run through turn 4 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's the last race of the Extreme Forces Racing League's regular season. Next week, we go to Talladega. But tonight, we figure out who is going to run for a championship. Ryan, I know you got some fun that you're going to announce later on when it comes to Talladega next week. So I'm really excited for you there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting next week. A team that's been struggling to fill the seats for the entire year I'll have at least 3 cars in the field next week.
Yeah. Let's just hope the driver of the number 30 North Star construction car makes the playoffs, because that will help, especially you and TJ out running next week. You have somebody to at least push.
Yeah, it'd be nice. If we can help him, we're gonna help him. But if he doesn't make it and we get in it, then we don't have. What's the famous saying? Dilly gaff?
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not nowhere near the talent these guys are, but when it's a restrictor plate, it's a crapshoot and anybody can win it. So
exactly that
here-
2.5
here's to
mile.
you. I ran Daytona to open the season and stayed out of trouble as much as I could. So I'm looking to do the same thing again next week at Talladega.
Nice. That's going to be fun. But tonight we got to figure out who's going to win the home of NASCAR 125. We're looking at almost 50 laps left. Tyler Aspinall leading Dylan Dunford by .25. And you got Devin Smith in third, Frank Hughes in fourth, Brady Floyd in fifth. Sixth, Kyle Lingerfeld. Dominic Hughes in seventh, Josh Fox in eighth. Ninth, it's Matt Cochran and Ryan Rose in 10th. Ryan, we haven't done it yet, but let's crank it up.
Good.
Well, everybody, you saw it. Pit stops have started. Thank you for tuning in to All-Star 15 TV. Appreciate you all for being here. It is the Extreme Forces Racing League, their Gen 6 Cup Series by Falcon Graphics. Right now, pit stops are going on. Your race leader, Devin Smith, still out on the racetrack. Kyle Lingerfeld in second. Josh Fox in third. Matt Cochran in fourth. And Jesse Adams in fifth. That was the Crank It Up presented by the Drinking Bros Auto Racing Facebook page. Go check them out. They have great forums for every single race going on. But we got to figure out who's going to win tonight before we head to Talladega. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, follow the page, and like the video. Tyler Aspinall looking to get his lap back. He's got the sights of our race leader, Devin Smith, right in front of him. Oh, it's his on pit road. I lied. Kyle Lingerfeld right in front of him. Woo! The two of Jonah now pops the wall and continues on. That can get scary. That can get really scary. Kyle Lingerfeld still your race leader. He did pit along with Josh Fox about 10, 11 laps later than everybody else. So look for him to stay out that equivalent here on this run. He might actually be good to the finish if he could stretch it just a tad further. But the only drivers we have in the Lingerfeld is your top six. Lingerfeld, Fox, Cochran, Adams, Aspinall, and Hughes, as it looks like Dylan Dunford is just about to unlap himself. And there he goes, unlapping himself. This is a nice battle for position right here as, oh, the 03 gets really loose, almost collects the wall, no damage, but he is battling with that 59 of Bobby Green as Bobby Green just lets him go. He's also on a longer fuel run. His last pit stop was on 44. See the 16 of Travis LePain as he's all the way back in the 21st position, just about 11 laps down.
We got a little bit of clutching action going on with Kyle Lingerfeld in the lead.
That's what it looked like. I'm gonna jump on board so you guys can hear it.
He's coasting through the center and then back on it.
There it is. That's going to save you a lot of fuel if you can do it right. Here he is going into turn 3. Let's see if he does it again. All the way down to 2 RPM. You also are significantly slower doing this. Am I right, Ryan?
Well, I mean, you are. I mean, he'll drop all the way down about 20 miles an hour on during his clutching.
But he's got currently a 4.5 second lead over teammate Josh Fox. Not teammate Josh Fox. Oh no, they are teammates, aren't they?
Teammates, and I would not be shocked if you look in Josh's box, he's not doing the same thing.
Oh, let's take a look here. We're on board with the 90 of Josh Fox. No, he is not clutching it.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is holding second. Third place right now is 13.5 seconds behind.
But it makes you wonder, was Josh Fox doing that at the beginning of a run, and now he doesn't have to stretch it?
Well, here comes Dominic Hughes in the 83 to get around Josh Fox. And the 90 just lets him go. No reason to hold up that fast of a car. Especially when you're trying to play the strategy game. As Aspinall passes Jesse Adams for P3. Jesse Adams is on the longer tires, longer fuel run here. So I don't know if it's really going to work out for these guys. We're going to have to wait and find out. If we don't get a caution, these guys should be sitting pretty.
If they get at least 2-3 more laps out of this and pit, they should be good as gold for the rest of the race.
Yeah. Josh Fox is currently catching Kyle Lingerfeld too. You know, for the most part, they have a lot of people a lap down. Kyle Lingerfeld has from 7th on back a lap down, as Dominic Hughes is right behind him.
And there we go. We're at 90 laps, and the 90 just called for pit road. Lingerfeld does not, though. There's the difference between clutching it and not clutching it.
Yeah, let's see how long this 65 can go, as multiple cars will lap or unlapping themselves to our current race leader. Thank you to everybody for tuning in to All-Star 15 TV. It has been an amazing season with the Extreme Forces Racing League. And it looks like Lingerfeld is staying out again.
I would say that I think he's trying to push it to 95.
Well, Aspinall is about 14 seconds behind, and you are on pit road for just about 45 seconds altogether from in to out.
And Lingerfeld just called for pit road, so I was off. He was just trying to go an extra lap.
Yeah, well, he's still looking pretty good. He's on 93.
And he's going to screw it up here. Nope, he's going to get down to speed.
Wow. No, right behind him.
I did not think he was getting down the pit road speed.
Neither did I, dude.
He was like all-star qualifying hot laps coming into pit road.
Yeah, but you have to attack pit road like that, because if you're too conservative, you're going to lose even more time.
True.
But Aspinall assumes the lead with 30 laps to go, and for timing instances, that's roughly about 15 minutes of race time under green. See, Fry, I can do some sort of math.
That's because the computer told you.
Stop. You can't give away all my secrets, dude.
Oh, I'll call a spade a spade.
Potato, potato. Well, Frank Hughes currently in second, Dylan Dunford in third, Dominic Hughes in fourth, and Devin Smith in fifth.
Hey, I tell you what, something we haven't done yet tonight. I know that there's a guy that we can check in with, see how his race is going. Let's give TJ a shout.
Oh boy.
TJ Barnier, Ryan Fry, and AJ in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah.
How's your race going, pal?
Let me rephrase that. Yeah.
How's your race going, pal?
It's been better.
I mean, if you're looking at the scoreboard, you're up 10 positions.
Yeah, well, if you saw about 10, 15 laps ago, I about killed it, man.
Well, we were busy paying attention to the leaders, you know. That's what our job responsibility is.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. It's been an eventful evening, to say the least. I would love a yellow. Or 4. I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm lost.
Well, right now, you're currently sitting 14th. Are you
good? I knew.
Are you good to the finish, or are you gonna have to pit again?
I've got to pit. I don't know who, if anyone, is finished.
Most likely Lingerfeld and Josh Fox.
Lingerfeld and Josh Fox both ran long. So did Jesse Adams. He's a lot down.
Matt ran long. Matt ran longer than me.
Well,
Matt ran longer than you, and Lingerfeld ran 10 more laps longer than Matt Cochran.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like 37 laps of fuel. You do the math backward. So you're saying I shouldn't take this guy out right here?
I wouldn't. Not while we're talking to you.
Not that guy.
Jesus. I can feel the tornado brewing.
Does this thing look junk to you? Because it feels junk to me.
Yes, you have no front end.
Oh, I'm sure. It's probably stuck to the back of the 38.
Well, at least our cars match this week.
What's going on with this guy I'm about to catch? And I'm not talking about Josh, because I know his race has been over since lap 1.
I don't know. Who are you about to catch? Brady Floyd?
Floyd.
Yeah, he's had trouble. He's been popping the wall early on, and has completely fallen off pace from it.
How am I still going like 170 with no nose? It's wild.
Keeping the
Very
car
good
full.
question.
All right, TJ, we're gonna send you back down there. We'll bring you back up afterwards.
I won't lie. I thought about parking after I killed that guy. I'm telling you, like 15, 20 laps ago, you want to go back and see something absolutely hilarious. Mick about runs the 38 over, and then I do run the 38 over.
Not wreck the car right in front of you now.
I thought about it.
Oh Jesus!
Well,
All right, bye, TJ.
If you wreck it, you bought it.
I mean, I already own it. What's the difference?
Oh, God. And there he goes. The always funny and charismatic TJ Barnier. But Lingerfeld back in the top 6, and
It got more spacious up here after he left.
Lingerfeld running about a second faster a lap time than Tyler Aspinall. But I don't think he's worried about lap time. I think he's just worried about if we get another caution or not. Because I think if we get another caution, kind of screws him up.
Kyle Lingerfeld's not pitting again. No matter what, I don't think Kyle's pitting.
I think if we get a caution with about 15 to go, he's definitely pitting, or he's going to be a dead duck.
You got to remember one thing. What does Kyle have to lose in this situation? He's not running for points.
No, but a win's a win.
True, but he's been able to. I don't know. I would play the game.
Looking
It's
for
one
some
of those
battles on
things-
the racetrack. TJ is still battling with Brady Floyd. Ryan, continue.
It's one of those situations where I'm gonna do the opposite of whatever the leader's gonna do. And Tyler ass in the wall if you have his in-car camera on, which you probably don't, but that's besides the point.
What are you talking about?
He's just on a Sunday cruise.
He's been running that Larson line 90% of this race.
Yeah, he was the first one to play with that third seal line, and he's been up there ever since in turns 3 and 4.
That's going to take a lot of concentration, because if you just cook it just a little more, you're going to end up in the wall. And he's... Oh, yellow flag is out!
Caution's out for what?
Frank Hughes. Or Justin Hughes, I'm sorry. Oh, the 59, the 03, and the 61.
You mean Frank Hughes is in second place, Frank Hughes?
Yes.
Wow.
He's got significant damage on that car too. Boys, oh boy. We could be looking at something big happening here.
Scratch everything I said and go to pit road.
Even for Lingerfeld?
Yes.
That's what I figured.
It's a little. If we would have got it later, I would have thought about it. But 23 laps to go. That's over halfway through a fuel run.
You're right, here they all come.
I wonder if somebody's gonna take 2 tires.
Well, we're gonna find out here. I don't know how well 2 tires is gonna go, but we're gonna find out.
All-Star 15 has liked the stream. Isn't that kind of like self-absorbing?
I'm trying to figure out who did that.
How come when I liked the stream, it didn't come up that I liked it?
Because you actually have to do it on the All-Star 15 stream. You can't do it off of one of the shares.
Well, I am currently on my second screen with YouTube, looking at your live stream.
Because Facebook only does the liking thing.
Oh.
Go do it on Facebook. So my buddy...
Jeez. Man, you gotta make me to do all this work.
Hey, it's not my rules. It ain't mine. Yes, Facebook's the one that does the trigger on that. The only thing YouTube does is the subscribes.
Got you. Understood.
And here comes everybody else down pit road. Huh. TJ down pit road too. And there's Aspinall literally going to take back the lead, but look at all the cars in front of him looking for that wave around. There's Noah Wilson. What's going on, pal? Right now it's 17 laps to go under our third caution of the evening. It is the home of NASCAR 125 laps around Charlotte Motor Speedway. Aspinall, Dunford, Lingerfelt, Hughes, and Smith, your top five. The drivers with the blue number. That means they are safe. They are locked into the playoffs starting next week at Talladega. If it's yellow, there is a chance they can be knocked out. And if it's red, there is a chance they can be put in, depending on their finishing orders tonight. There you go, Fry. You happy now?
Yeah, I'm happy now.
You just wanted to hear Stone Cold's music.
Yeah, and I really hate that I muted the Facebook stream, so it's gonna give me the subtitles, and it misspelled my last name. Son of a bitch.
Well, is there a certain way I can say it so it says it reads it right?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
They spelled it F-R-Y.
Well, look at that. Our whole top 10 is full of green. Lingerfelt is the only one not in contention. But you got Dominic Hughes and also Donnie Bartlett on the outside looking in with a lot of yellow in between our 11th through 20th positions with Joe Darnell in our 21st position. Lights are off in the iRacing pace car. You have Aspinall and Dunford, your front row. Aspinall choosing that inside lane, you know, with being very successful on the outside lane. I'm really intrigued if he's just going to gun it, try to get to the lead, and keep the lead, and then move right back up towards the top. But right now, I think Lingerfelt might be the car to beat. But then again, take the notebook that we had, throw it in the garbage. It's no good anymore. Here goes that pace car. And away we go. Green flag. Great restart by the 92. He has set sail. There goes Kyle Lingerfelt to P2. Dunford having an issue holding on to second. Now he's got a battle for third. Dominic Hughes in the 83 really looking to gain another position. Fry, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just was paying attention to something else at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Further back on the track, just giving a look at a few things that was said and complimented, or was complained about. Just kind of seeing if it was going to ruffle any feathers or not.
Uh-oh. Does that have anything to do with one of our guys?
The 95 got way loose. or the 65. I'm sorry. Everybody's car's got to be so familiar, so look alike. It's hard to call all the 5s and 9s and 6s. Damn it. And what that did was it stacked everybody up behind him, and Tyler Espinal is gone.
Yeah, he's got a lead by almost a half a second. But that is very fast going away with how good of a turn 1 and 2 Lingerfeld had there.
Kyle's had a fast car all night. This is gonna be interesting.
He has had a very fast car all night, but he has played the strategy game, I think, better than everybody else. The minute we had our third caution of the evening, that just got thrown in the garbage, and now he has to race on pure speed, not strategy.
I'm not saying I'm happy about it, but TJ had one hell of a save in the back of the pack. Kind of got ran over. People just doing what they want to do.
What are you talking about on the restart?
About 2 laps ago.
Yeah. That's how close the battle for this lead is. The 92 of Tyler Aspinall, the 65 of Lingerfeld. Lingerfeld's only here for trophies.
And he looks to the inside. Gets the run.
Aspinall might have a run coming out of turn 4.
Lingerfeld's going to close it. He goes, slides underneath him. Oh, and he
touch.
Touch to the grass. Lingerfeld back out in front of Donnie Bartlett.
Oh, big wreck by Lingerfeld. Watching Lingerfeld make sure nobody smacks him. And yellow back out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Don't think the 65 was completely clear. Let's see what happens. Comes up, and 92 goes to the inside. It just takes the air off the 65. And Aspinall able to hold on to the lead. We're going to have to wait and see if there's any ruling on that. There was really no contact between the two drivers.
That needs to be that to me was I didn't see anything wrong with it, to be honest.
Neither did I. The 92 got the 65 loose. 65 kind of tail smacks the 92. They could have kept it green. We were looking at a great slide job and great crossover. Wow, what a race. What a race tonight. We are under 10 to go. And I don't really see a lot of people pitting.
No, me neither.
Got Noah Wilson in the YouTube chat. Everyone running the high line all race has been bugging me. Definitely not the fast line in these cars. Well, even though it's not the fastest line, it's what everybody's running, and it's probably the best spot to get the good runs out of 2 and 4, which is what we've seen so far. And we've seen very long runs. What do we have, Ryan, about a 70 lap, 80 lap run?
Yeah. And my simple response back to him would be what I put, and that's fast doesn't always win races.
This is true. This is very true. And that
Fast
saying
wins.
hurts a lot.
Fast wins qualifying. Fast doesn't always win the race.
Man, I remember one of our buddies used to say, well, buddy, I don't know if that's a good word. Wink, wink. He used to say that all the time. And then complain when he doesn't win the race. Ryan, you like what I did there? Little,
I'm sorry, I'm listening to the in race.
Well, what's being said? Anything you can Anything you can say on air?
No.
Is anybody mad at anybody?
Yes.
65 and
Yeah.
92?
A lot of them. A lot of different ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I like drama. Drama is great for an iRacing broadcast.
Yes.
But it's good drama. It's not like, we're on caution number 60 in 125 laps. There's a lot of hard racing going on, and I still can't believe we hit almost a 80 lap green flag run at Charlotte. It doesn't sound too difficult, but when these cars are on a fixed setup, everybody's running almost the exact same setup outside of steering ratio, offset, and brake bias.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
It would be nice if there was a. If it would be, there would be nice if there would be a way to do. Kind of kick it back to console style. I know nobody does that anymore because console NASCAR racing is absolutely dog water.
It's
But
probably also dead.
It'd be nice if you would be able to just make changes on pit road.
Yeah.
That would be a fun little thing for this, for people, for especially the newbies that are coming from console, realizing, oh, I can't change anything. But here we are, the final 5 laps, give or take, of the regular season.
Ding. Dean Qualley on Facebook says, I don't like drama. Well, you're the league owner. Of course not. It makes great for TV when it, we have storylines to talk about. Speaking of that, thank you everybody for tuning in to All-Star 15 TV. I appreciate everybody who's liked and shared and saw their little Stone Cold Steve Austin thing pop up. It's going to be a fun playoff starting next week at Talladega, but let's see who is going to make it to Talladega in the playoffs. Aspinall, Smith, Hughes, Cochran, your top 4. And there goes the 92 with an excellent launch, leaving everybody in the dust. And by literally everybody.
Yeah, that's the one thing that the leader here at Charlotte's had the ability to do on restarts, is they've definitely been able to gap the pack on restarts. And we've got
another yellow.
Another wreck.
And has to do with Lingerfelt.
And TJ Floyd.
I'm going to back this up a little bit more. Into turn 1. Nowhere for the 65 to go. He gets clipped by the 49. Oh, and right back up the racetrack. Well, that looked a little retaliation there. That's definitely not good, and I know Dean's watching. Oh, that's such a big hit. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, throttles right into the 65 too. That's definitely not a good look. Such a good race. Such a great race. There was literally nothing Lingerfelt could have done. He had Josh Yandow right in front of him. Gets clipped by TJ Floyd and then hit right in the door again by TJ Floyd.
And up in the pack as they were coming to caution and slowing down, I think Mick was doing something or got sidetracked. Slowed up, locked them up, clipped the 03 who come down and clipped the 61.
This was under caution?
Yeah, as they were kind of packing back up here at caution. And Mr. guy you shouldn't talk about just gave TJ props because he got his lap back.
What you're saying is TJ's going to be on the lead lap.
But TJ's on the lead lap.
Oh, gee, we're not going to hear the end of this.
That wreck that we witnessed, or that incident, or actually no, that'll be a straight up wreck. I'll call it what it is, of TJ Majors or TJ Floyd and Kyle Lingerfeld was a game of I've got fresh tires and you're in my way. I'm just gonna run you over.
I think they both had the same tire. Yeah, they had the same tire number set. So
that was a quote.
Oh. Okay. From what race and who said it?
The one that wrecked the one.
Ow. You hurt my brain. Dean Qualley in the Facebook chat says, want a story headline? The 17 is gonna wreck everyone that caused me drama this season.
And Dean, can you clarify what race that's gonna be so I know not to be in it? And of course, I haven't got you any drama, so we're good. Can I ride behind you and you just be the bulldozer?
Choo-choo. Look at that. TJ is the only driver in that top 10.
I feel his head getting bigger already. Shut up.
Did he go down pit road? No, he didn't. He's in 11th now.
He should have pitted. He got his lap back.
Well, I think we're going into green, white, checkered territory here. He said he's going to stir the pot next race.
Now they're going to give him... Now people are giving him spots just because he's fresher. Damn people. You know I got to hear this all week about him, his spot he finishes in.
I mean, and you wonder why I join the party chat a couple times a week instead of every night now.
Yeah. He's got a race against me next week. And if he thinks Tony Stewart wrecking his grandmother to win a race is anything... If we're anywhere remotely close to each other, because it won't be at the front, I
don't know. You guys are really good at super speedway, so I wouldn't count yourselves out on that one. Well, I think we're getting the one to go here. Yes, we are. First green, white, checkered attempt. Aspinall, Smith, your front row. Hughes, Fox, your second row. Row 3, it's Cochran and Dunford. Other Dunford.
We got a green, white checker here, and as big as a gap as Tyler gets, as Aspinall gets, Devin Smith has got to try to time it right and get a better launch. As again, the 95 and the 90 are nose to tail. That makes it really hard on a fella.
It's probably really hard to time it because Aspinall has gone at different points.
And I think this goes back to a couple weeks ago where I was just, I'll put $1 in a jar, just absolutely shitting on his restarts when he was playing games. So he's just playing games the fair way tonight.
Well, we're about to see what happens. There goes the pace car. And green, white, checkered attempt number 1. We're green.
And he's gone. And then 95 kind of stacks up to the 90. Not really sure if the plan is to bump draft with each other here and try to get clear of the bottom line. Oh, it's 3 wide, and the 95 and the 90 goes around and smacks on the inside wall. No caution. How, I don't know, but that's iRacing.
It's because he was off the track. He was off.
They're more inconsistent than NASCAR, but that's besides the point.
White flag is out. Tyler Aspinall has 4 more turns, and he will win here tonight. And that is sponsored by Wrestling Over Everything. Looks like our biggest battle right now is for second. Matt Cochran in the 4 is going to bump the 83 up the racetrack.
Oh, and they're off the wall. Brady Floyd, 83. There's a huge wreck coming to the start-finish line.
Holy shnikes. What a wreck coming out of turn 4. Let's back this bad boy up. Matt Cochran kind of shoulder checks him in the turn. Yeah, not as bad at speed, it looks like. 83 comes down at the 95 and the 20.
Watch the 03 come make contact with the 83.
Oh, 03 of Hughes is... Oh, God! It broke. The 03 did just help the 55 back over. Yep. Who's the 55? Jesse Adams. He's upside down. He's not getting right side back up, and... Well... And he's right side up again. Alright. Aspinall, Cochran, and Hughes, your top 3 tonight. Holy cow. Go watch both Floyds at the line. Yes, sir. You are captain. We're just waiting for it. There it is.
And Brady Floyd goes in reverse across the start-finish line.
Here it is. Here's Brady Floyd. Here's TJ Floyd. He's going to watch everything happen right in front of him.
I keep getting a black screen.
And jump into the 49. Oh, he's aiming for him. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh,
Hey, the interview guy's here.
He's here to do the interview? Oh, that's nice of him.
Here to do the interview. Sir, I'm already parked down behind these guys waiting. They're taking photos. I'm blowing donuts. You do see that number next to my name, right?
What number next to your name?
Unfortunately, I hurried up and got the hell out of that.
Single digits, my friend.
Yeah, the Red Sea's parted right in front of you. But
and by the way, there's a nose back on it.
Hey, TJ, since I know how much you probably want to talk to him, here's race winner Tyler Aspinall.
Tyler Aspinall, you got a copy?
Wait, I thought you were racing.
Well, he wanted to talk to you.
Oh, God.
Sir,
Alrighty.
First of all, congratulations on your win. I finished in the same zip code as you, man.
This is why he wanted to interview you.
What?
Oh, my.
Oh, my God, you did finish in the top 10. I told you, man. As long as Josh didn't wreck you, you were good.
Single digits, even.
You realize I'm going to have to hear this shit the rest of the week.
Whoa, Ryan.
I don't care. I pay the dollar fine. I don't care. I've got to listen to this for at least the next week until I beat him.
Man, how did you win that race? And that was crazy. From my view, it was crazy. How was it from your view?
I don't know, dude. 125 laps, first of all, seemed a bit much, not to mention the green-white checker that brought us to 127. Yeah, I as far as I can remember, I started second. Then it was literally just a ride fest for the start after about, I don't know, 2 cautions. And we got the longest green flag run of probably the entire season, if I had to bet, if you break it down to percentages and not just laps.
It was almost a full other race.
Yeah, it was pretty long. Yeah. And then I think really just saving my tires there on that green flag run there let me be able to pass Brady, stay in front. Then everybody at Langerfeld's team, Josh Fox, who else works with them? I think Dan Park. Correct me if I'm wrong. They all pit at the second caution on lap 10, which allowed them to be on a different fuel strategy that would have let them pit before everybody else at the last stop and make it to the end, where we were all pretty much just waiting for a caution. And a caution's what came, followed by another caution, and I believe another caution. I think I made a pass in the grass there on Kyle after he pulled a not so good slider off of 4. I got in the back of him, which I feel like I might have been able to lift in time, but it all happened pretty quick. I got into the back of him. I don't know what happened from him. I don't know what happened to him from there, but all that I know is that I looked like I was taking the road course in the front chicane and just cut the entire front stretch. Lucky for me,
hell broke loose behind him. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back to that. It was a slide job that was a little short, and you got under him and looked to cross him over, and it definitely crossed him up. Is that something that you'll touch base with him on? Let him see the replay?
I love Kyle. I met him in real life at Watkins Glen. He's a great guy. It's just I feel like I know he feels the same about, well, at least I hope he does. Like, we're friends, but I feel like every time this happened a lot last season, previous races I ran with him too. We just come together a lot, and that's kind of what I figured out. We just come together all at the wrong time. Like, kind of like whenever we were doing the late model test races last week, me and Mick could not stay off of each other no matter what happened, and that's just what happened. There's times like that, like Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain. They just come together constantly, and I feel like that's kind of what's happening with me and Kyle there. Which nothing to him is intentional. It just happens, and that's just racing.
For what we saw up in the booth, because TJ was busy wanting to change his underwear or something. You were the first. You were the first one to play with that. I was calling it the third seam in 3 and 4 up against the wall. You were the first. You were the Larson tonight. You were the first one to go up and play with that wall all night long. Did that helped you in the long run with tire management, correct?
That was arguably what won the race. Yeah. I mean, I remember a preseason test here at these cars. I just ran the wall and ran away. So I figured this is probably a good one to put in the memory bank. And I tried it out and it worked. So, yeah.
Okay, Dire Straight, last question I got for you. Next week we're at Talladega. For some odd reason, me and TJ are in front of you coming to the start-finish line. Which one of us are you wrecking?
Wrecking?
To get the win.
To get the win?
Yeah.
You or TJ?
Yeah.
Both of you.
If you Brian Vickers, I swear to God, I'll never forget.
Here's what I'm saying.
We got to be there first, which is going to be the tall task. Let's be honest.
Well, I trust me. I know.
One. My personal choice, I am gonna have to go with Mick Olofsson on this one.
Well, you're carrying a lot of momentum into the playoffs. Good luck with the rest of the races. Hopefully, see you at the end of the year with the cup.
Ooh, they are saying some stuff in the Discord right now.
Yeah, I figured they were going to.
Messages are going to get deleted. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah. Hopefully Talladega, I don't lead any lap except the last one. I don't really want to plan on being up there, but at the same time, with only 2 races around, you got to go for it. As much as I hate to say that.
All right, Tyler. We'll see you next week at Talladega.
All righty. We'll see you guys. Thank you.
All right, here is the driver that finished P2, Matt Cochran.
Matt Cochran, you got a copy?
I have a copy, buddy.
Is the race car clean?
It's clean.
No broadcast curse this week, man. How'd you get it done?
Dude, I just bide my time, and I was there at the end, and just kind of, I went for it.
Yeah. I was driving into the mess in front of me, and I'm glad to see you weren't one of the ones involved.
Oh no, I hooked it 3 wide out of 2.
That doesn't surprise me with you.
I was like, I'm going for it. I was like, if we wreck, we wreck. it was good.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was fun to. Well, it's not. I can't say fun, but the first caution came out and we looked through it and it wasn't you involved. So it was kind of like, all right, he got past that black demon
So-
that followed him is gone.
So the first wreck actually happened in front of me, and if you watch it, I slow down and it opens right in front of me, and I just drive right through. I was like, oh, it happened around me, and I made it. So I love this track. I've got a long week at this track. I race this track tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday in another league.
Well, I'll see you Wednesday here.
All right.
I'd be falling asleep by the end of Tuesday night.
Sir,
Yeah,
I think you've got a good jump on the week.
I think I do too. I'm coming off of a strong run last Thursday in another league, so I'm putting them together. Been working with my teammates a lot and everybody.
Well, from us that's raced with you in other forms of racing, it's good to see or good for everybody else to finally see what we've been able to see before.
For freaking years.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, I appreciate it, guys. I enjoy watching y'all, and I have a lot of people who tune in every week and watch all three nights of me racing. But a lot of them say they really enjoy Monday nights of racing. So
and TJ, thank you.
yeah, everyone.
That was funny.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Man.
Just yeah. So,
All right, sir. Well, we hope to see you again before the
Yep.
end of the season.
Hopefully you're the first interview, though.
Yeah, I hope so. Also just want to say thanks to y'all in the broadcast. I want to thank sponsor Bass Pro Shop, who sponsors me in another league, Darnell Racing, and everybody, and Carol for who does my paint schemes. So, but y'all do a great job every week.
Definitely a shout out to Dustin Carroll there. He's the one that does my paint scheme.
Well, he does all of mine and all of our team ones. So
I
definitely want to thank him.
I came to you looking for a paint scheme and you threw him my way and I've gotten nothing but likes for my paint scheme. So yeah, definitely a shout out to him.
Nice.
All right, guys. We all have a good night.
See you later.
Thank y'all
Cal.
again. Yes, sir.
And that was Matt Cochran finishing second in the Bass Pro Shops number 4. Let's talk to the driver that finished third, Frank Hughes. Here you go, TJ.
Frank Hughes, you got a copy?
Yep, I got a copy.
I feel like I'm just going to name you Mr. Patient because I feel like you had to deal with it all tonight, including getting hit late.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about it. I mean, tonight was I'm gonna try to keep it PG for your broadcast, but tonight was an absolute crapshoot. I don't appreciate how anything is run on this league anymore. They call racing incidents that are actually intentionally wrecking, and then they're calling accidents that actually are not intentional on people that they shouldn't be calling it on. The admin should not be taking sides and calling it one way and another, and you could watch 2 replays of the same exact thing of 2 different race incidents and they call it differently, and it's just out of hand here, and a lot of the drivers, and I'm going to speak up for a lot of them, are not happy because it's not being run fair or properly here.
I mean, I can't make too much of a comment because I haven't been in your seat all season, but I know I have heard chatter.
Yep. Oh no, I've heard chatter also. It's just it's out of hand. I mean, they need to do something because this turned into, and I feel bad for Dean because I mean that's the one who it's hurting. Because I'm not gonna lie, my whole team just basically quit on me after this crap show tonight.
Well, that is super unfortunate because y'all have season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too happy. It's they need to do a better job than what they're doing, and unfortunately, it don't look like we're coming back. To be honest, I think we're done until they figure something out, or we find a different league. To be honest.
Well, I hope it doesn't come back to that, but if it does, it has been an honor watching you race, and hopefully we see you next week, the rest of the season. But if
No,
we don't,
I gotta go back, talk to the team, see what they say. They're all pretty hot right now. I mean, I get it. I mean, there's stuff that just shouldn't be going on that's going on.
I hear you. I think everybody up here hears you because that was a tough one, I'm sure, to watch. Between when it wasn't wrecking, it was long green flag, and then wrecking.
I mean, when it
So,
was long green flag running, I mean, it was nice, it was clean, it was fun. I enjoyed it, but I mean, they just got to do something about who they have admitting this stuff because like I was telling Tyler and Matt and everybody else, it's you can't have racers as admins and admins as racers. It just doesn't work that way because they're going to play their favoritism, and that's what a lot of people feel right now. It's favoritism. I could say it right now because I mean, look at Kyle Lingerfeld. I mean, the guy got wrecked twice, and they both said it was a racing incident, and you could clearly see it wasn't. So
yeah, I mean, I think they can go back and review some of that stuff and maybe assess stuff on the back end. It doesn't help in the moment for sure.
no, it doesn't. I mean, I feel
Hopefully
bad
they
for
get it
everybody.
right.
Hopefully they do, but I feel bad for everybody that's involved in this crappy deal, and I mean, it's just not right.
Yeah, we hear you, dude. Well, like TJ just said, hopefully this isn't it for you guys. I want you guys here. You're always fun to watch, but I 100% see where you guys are coming from and everything, and I know Dean sees it as well. Mick Olofsson in the chat does say, I'm sorry he had the bounce and couldn't stick around and, I guess, tell you himself. So right there, just relaying a message there.
Mick doesn't bother me. Mick's not the real one that bothers me. It's the other stuff. I mean, Mick for the most part does what he can to stay out of the way. I mean, he did have that mess up on the back stretch and then into 3 where he ended up taking me out under caution. But
yeah, I watched that. It almost looked like he was trying to, again, like you said, admins shouldn't be drivers, drivers shouldn't be admins.
nope.
It almost had a look of he was trying to.
He said he
quiet.
looked away.
Yeah,
Like
he was trying to do something else.
Yeah, like he was trying to quiet the situation and realized it, locked it up, clipped the 03, who then come back down and clipped you.
Yep. Yeah, but it's
All right, brother. Well, sorry it's come to the aggravation with you and the team. You know, it's always nice seeing you guys on the racetrack. Hopefully we see you at Talladega. If not, I hope stuff gets straightened out to where you guys want to come back. But it was a pleasure. Congratulations on the 3rd place, and we'll talk to you later, dude.
all right. Thank you.
All right, that was your P3 finisher, Frank Hughes. Ryan, want to give us your thoughts before we let TJ become the hothead?
I'm confused. Was this week Talladega? The amount of mayhem and mischief we had at the end of this race, you would have thought we were at Talladega or Daytona this week.
Yeah, kidding.
And that's next week. So if you enjoyed this, get ready because it's gonna be, what's TJ's favorite word?
Chaos.
And mine, mayhem. It's gonna be next week. But it's expected at places like Talladega and Daytona. Probably not the way we wanted to finish up the regular season, with all of the chaos that we had, but it was still a really good race. It was a nice long green flag run that fuel became an issue, and nowadays you don't see that a lot. And when fuel mileages become part of a race, that's when it becomes fun for me. I know TJ over here, he has the ability to be a fuel genius when it came to the consoles. I'll give him credit on that one. But all in all, it was still a fun race. Except for, I think they need to check the 71. I'm pretty sure he's illegal some way, shape, or form and should lose that spot. But I happen to know the owner of that car, and it had a really weird carburetor on it.
Well, like you said, Fry, this race was fantastic outside of the last 10 laps. Right about the last 10 laps, 15.
I was talking about the last 10 laps were great.
I kind of agree with Tyler. I know this is supposed to be the 600 race and it's supposed to be the longer race, but 125 here is pushing it as far as race. People's own patience to just concentrate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think a lot of that was mishaps. Like Mick, his was a mental mislap. I didn't really see the replays of the other ones. I tried watching them when we were doing the broadcast, but some of them were being called blatant wrecks, just looked like racing incidences.
And then vice versa.
And vice versa. There were ones that were flat out dumps because the person that did it called it out and said it was. But on the Talladega, I gotta beat TJ. I don't even care if it's for last in the spot in front of last. As long as I beat him, that's all I care about.
All right, everybody. TJ, great job getting Rocky Faith a top 10. I know you're going to be riding high all the way to Talladega. But
learning about it all week long.
That too. We're going to get going here tonight for All-Star 15 TV. Ryan Fry, TJ Barnier in the 71 today with a P9. I'm Agent Capola. Peace out. Thank you to all the sponsors. Wrestling Over Everything, Drinking Bros, Nerds Doing Nerd Things. We'll see you at Talladega next Monday.
He's bloated anyway, but that's besides the point.
Yeah!
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.